Hey there, everybody. I hope you are having a great start to the new year. And I just wanted to take a few minutes here today and kind of go back to the message here from New Year's Day, where we talked about who will you be, and answering this question, who will you be in 2023? And I mentioned that day that I preached this message that it's about what decisions we make every single day that will ultimately determine who we are at the end of the year. And we talked about how we want to make a time, we want to make a plan, we want to make a commitment. And the last thing I talked about was choosing to stop something. And so we're only a couple weeks into the year, and maybe if you've made those resolutions, maybe you find yourself struggling with it already. That is totally okay. But maybe as you can just consider your life and what it's looking like and how the decisions you want to make, maybe you are finding yourself going, I want to choose to stop something, or there's different things in my life that I could do better or change or whatever. And I just wanted to go back to a couple things for just a few minutes and read a couple verses of encouragement here. I want to go back to the verse from Galatians 5 where it says, "And those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires." See, it's not always about these major, terrible things, but it's about things that are of the world, or the things that are a part of our life that maybe we could let go of because they're not totally God focused. And it could be small things, it could be big things. And the question is, what does that look like for you in your life? I was reminded of a couple other verses recently in this devotional, this Psalms and Proverbs devotional I've been going through here in the month of January. And one was in Psalm 101 verse 3, where it says, "I will not set before my eyes anything that is worthless." And as I read that verse, I was thinking, man, that's a big statement, or that's a big claim that is made here in the Psalms, that I won't set anything before my eyes that is worthless. So anything that's not full of worth. You see, we can have our desire in our minds wanting to say, I'll get away from all the evil, bad, terrible things of this world. But the better question is, are we putting in front of ourselves things that are full of worth? So what does that look like for you in your day-to-day moments? What does it look like when you're scrolling on your phone? What does it look like when you're watching TV? What does it look like when you're walking around in your town or your space, wherever you're at, your school? What does this look like? I was also looking at Psalm 119, verse 37, that says, "Turn my eyes from looking at worthless things and give me life in your ways." So I just wanted to encourage all of us as we get started into this new year, as we think about things that we're planning towards and things that we're going to stop, that we are intentional with our choices. And the daily choices that we make ultimately determine who we will be at the end of the year. So if you're struggling in different moments or different ways already, give yourself some grace. We're still early in the year. And I also was reading in some different places, you think about, what do you do the moment after you've failed that resolution? That moment has passed, that moment passed perfect, we'll say. What does that look like? And I just want to encourage you to take the next step. Tomorrow is a new day. Later today is a new day, whenever you're watching this. And I just want to encourage you to lean into that and trust that God's going to keep working each and every day as you give each day to Him. So who will you be in 2023? Well, that's determined by what you do each and every day. So I just want to encourage you with that today, and hope this finds you doing well. And we look forward to all that God has ahead for us this year.